and into the 70s. This was on the front cover of Architectural Digest in 1972, and I decided that this was just the bee's knees as far as design went, and I wanted to have a room very much like that. So I sort of kind of took that hint, and I covered my walls, my bed, the furniture, everything was the same pattern. This pattern actually still exists, and Patterson Company makes this pattern. It's still available. Mine was a larger flower with a little bit more space in between, and I thought it was quite lovely. I changed my room within 6 months, and I was a lot younger then, and I had not done all of the studying that I've done in the intervening years. And since then, I have learned of the physiological fact that when your eye looks at a print, the rapid eye movements in your eyes increase, and the muscles work harder. They work all the way down to your shoulders. You can make yourself actually more physically tired in a room with all prints. And at the time I didn't know, but I knew it wasn't the soothing, calming room that I wanted. So they kind of want to keep that thought. Okay, now we're going to a room by the design team of Denning and Forcade that the influence from this comes from the wall covering that was influenced by the Portuguese tiles that Portugal's famous for. If you've been there, they're in the interiors, they're on the facades of buildings. It is a very big part of their design culture. And so that formed the signature of this room that was built in, or was for a Manhattan master bedroom. And you can see again how it's translated into today's world. We've got the same idea with that energetic pattern that's on the walls, the bed, and coming up into the ceiling of the canopy. So you can kind of see how that translates. The same thing with the ECOT design. That has been with us for decades and decades, and there makes such a statement, as did the Portuguese tiled influence, that you want to kind of work with that when you're designing rooms around it. But they're very popular, and they are too very timeless. Some of the 70s wasn't quite so glorious. There are times when we think that the 70s probably wasn't our finest hour in design, but we've certainly moved forward, and into the 80s. I just think anybody could just move right into this bedroom. It's interesting that this is somewhat a precursor to our philosophy today. A lot of people are getting rid of their carpets, wall-to-wall carpets in bedrooms, concerned about allergies, and going to the hard surface flooring with the hardwoods or the stone. And this was kind of just getting in a little bit before the big trend that's come, and I think it's just beautifully done. Frank Gehry, the architect that is very popular in California. This is a home that he's done for a couple in California, in Los Angeles. This is a sculptural skylight over the master bedroom pavilion. So this is at the top of the building here, and you may know of his work by the Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, which, if you've seen it, has this wonderful metal facade that just like ribbons of gold that change with the light. It's just truly a remarkable building. 1990s, this is a room that is done by the design team of Sills Hunniford, and they have done a beautiful job of combining classicism with today's contemporary upholstered furniture. You see the molding at the top of the wall here, the structure, the sculpture here, and then of course the softening of the upholstered furniture to give you today's comfort with the classic. And finally, we have a room by Harry Shatner that is a dining area of an apartment in New York, and the retro feel of the diner with the bar stools and even the flooring. There is linoleum on the floor, and then has arranged art pieces here, stacked up against the wall, much like you would see in maybe the back room of a gallery. So he did that on purpose, and then titled it, hard to read there, The Life of Jane. So that is what pulls together the art that he's collected in this corner of this home.